Hey there, comrades. Welcome back to the Revolution Report at long last. Long time no see. It's been about half a year since I made my last video post on this channel, and I wanted to make a short video explaining why that is, what kind of plans there are for the future. And before I do that, I just want to say thank you to everybody who has stuck with the channel on YouTube, on Patreon, on Telegram, despite this lull in content across the board all over those platforms. There are a lot of reasons why I've been kind of silent all over social media. First of all, the sanctions that the US government launched against RT last year. Of course, for those of you who have been following the channel for a while, you know that my daytime job is at RT. Although this is completely unconnected to my job, this is my personal YouTube channel, and all my social media is under only my editorial oversight. So nonetheless, these sanctions essentially could have had the Revolution Report, since it was connected to me, fall under some sort of Russian influence operation in the United States, and because it was registered as an LLC over there, it could have ran into a lot of problems. So I had to shut down the website. I closed down the official LLC of the Revolution Report. I was having some family things. My mom fell pretty ill. I had to go back to the United States and take care of her, but she pulled through well. She's all fine now, and I'm back in Russia. And after that all happened, actually, I hit a bit of a inspirational block, I guess you could say. I tried making a couple videos. I had a couple good ideas, and I just couldn't really see them through. I don't know. Halfway through pretty much all of them, I was like, I don't know, this sucks. This isn't as good as I thought from the beginning. But that's over with now. I've, after some time, really started to feel like sort of, I guess, my creative energies have been frustrated because they weren't being used. And now I've come back with a lot of new enthusiasm about the channel. I want to do a lot of more writing and also videography for the channel. Make some of these sort of OG videos of the Revolution Report that I used to make that basically made the channel popular in the first place. Exploring socialism, philosophy, history, the post-Soviet bloc and everything. I'm going to go back to that. I'm going to make that the focus of the channel. I thought long and hard about maybe rebranding the channel as just Donald Corder, but you know what? I thought the Revolution Report is its own brand. It's a cool brand, and all of you have come to know and love it, so I'm definitely going to keep it that way on the YouTube. At some point, I'm going to revive a website. I think I'm going to make it under my name, but the Revolution Report content is going to be there alongside my future articles and books that I plan on coming out with as well. But as a first step, I'm making this video to explain to you guys why I was silent for so long, explain to you all that this is a channel that's going to be revived in the near future. It's not going to be as much random stuff. At some point I had some sort of fixation on, I gotta get content out as quickly as possible. I gotta get as much content out as possible. And after I decided to start doing that, I realized that the quality went down, and actually I started getting less views on the channel. So I've come to the conclusion that less content that's of the highest quality is actually the best for everybody. It's best for me in terms of getting the satisfaction that I need out of the products of my creative labor, and for you, because you all like those videos a lot more. You know, the American Color Revolution Doctrine, the Does Socialism Work series, where I spoke with people who lived in the USSR, and those kinds of videos. Those were always the most popular. So I'm going to go back to that. I've got a lot of ideas connected to philosophy and history and the history of socialism and everything that I think you guys are going to find very interesting. So as a start, I've already started writing articles, actually. My first article that I published just yesterday was called The American Color Revolution Doctrine, actually, and how the U.S. Conducts influence operations on the Russian people inside Russia, out through its U.S. Embassy in Moscow, and this other organization attached to the embassy called the American Center in Moscow. It's a really interesting investigative article that I teamed up with an anonymous colleague of mine so that we could do this. He attended one of these American Center in Moscow events, so that we were able to get an inside look into how these things are run, what kind of people they invite to these events, and how they spin the events to be actually vessels for anti-Russian, anti-Soviet propaganda. It's a very interesting article. I put it on my newly opened Substack, so you should definitely check me out on Substack. Just look up Donald Corder. You can find my articles there. I'm going to be putting all my articles there basically until I get a website up, okay? A website, hiring someone to do it, it's going to be really expensive. So I'm just thinking, and also hiring someone, they're not going to do it right, in my experience. I'm going to try to do it myself. At first, I was kind of thinking it's a really colossal task, but you know what? I'm just going to do it myself. I'm going to figure out how to do it. It's going to take a long time, but I'm going to do it alongside the content production for Substack and YouTube and on Telegram. I'm going to do it alongside all that stuff. And it'll eventually get done, and at that point, my articles will start showing up on the actual dedicated website. I guess I'll repost them to Substack as well, and YouTube videos will also be able to be found on my website as well. So if you're interested in that future content, make sure to revisit our social media platforms. Think about becoming a subscriber on Patreon. It really helps out the channel because that's my only source of income for the work that I'm going to be doing on the video end of things. And you can also, if you like the written work better, you can also become a subscriber on Substack if you're more of a fan of the written word that I'm coming out with. And to be honest, if you like both, become a subscriber on both. That'd be great. But if you like one more than the other, make sure to subscribe as a paid subscriber on the platform where the content is that you like better. Because that way I understand what kind of content my audience likes better, and I'll be putting more efforts into that as well. So I just wanted to be upfront with you guys and explain why the channel has gone down that road, and why some of the stuff that I put out more recently might have seemed kind of random and then just silence. But that's over with now. I've got all the equipment I need. I got the ideas for future videos and articles, a lot of interesting stuff that I want to do. So make sure, again, to stay tuned on this channel. Check out my Substack. You can always check me out on Instagram also, @Donyanism. Put pictures of my travels there as a journalist all over the world and in Russia. And make sure to check out our Discord also, TRR Red Army. We have a Discord. And Telegram. We used to have a Revolution Report Telegram, but I found out that, I came to the conclusion that I think having a personalized Telegram is just is better than having the Revolution Report Telegram. So I had rebranded it. It's now Donald Corder. If you use Telegram, make sure to follow me there. You're going to find updates not only about the Revolution Report on that channel, but also news, interesting news stories about the socialist world and Russia and all that I put there as well. And updates about other parts of my social media and pretty much anything connected to the Revolution Report and more, and connected to me as a person. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say in this video. Again, thanks to everyone who stuck with us throughout this entire time. Thank you to the people who stuck with us on Patreon. Thank you to the people who resubscribed after they saw that we had started making posts again and that the wheels have begun to turn once again at the Revolution Report. So without further ado, comrades, make sure to keep an eye out for all that new content. It's coming out soon. I'm going to work as much as possible on it in the coming weeks. And take care. Workers of the world, unite.